We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. As their guys get set to match up.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man.
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal, Raiders.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 58 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 1st and goal at the 1. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Carr again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Number 11,
Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go in?
Have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
39-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be a long day. Watch twist, watch twist, watch.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. Bring it, bring it.
They'll throw again, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. This is the tight end Fant. First by him near the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing.
Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, and I think the ball's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Melvin Gordon.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That's what I do. Hey, 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Target. Pick the edge. Come. Get wild, man.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Switch gears. Five down.
They run the option on 2nd down. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Tanner Muse in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater flushed out right. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Let's go.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. But no doubt, a very disappointing. Pointing in to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go. General, relax. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And not much running room. down to the 32. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Block working out of the gun. Flush to his right. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. He's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Sliding out of the pocket. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz. Were able to complete.
Of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Carr now on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Locke, eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, it's Sutton, that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From the gun, Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 16 yards on the play. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
For the Bronco field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Block now on 1st down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Raider first down.
Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second and 12, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a terrific return.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, Carr. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Carr will try it again on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Von Miller, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st down, Locke. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
From 4 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
His kick is
And
good.
this one through the uprights and good.
Score, Raiders 28, Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hamler now to return it. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Number 80.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And the Raiders have got him. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Lock. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. He's got his tight end fan. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on 1st down is Lock. Flush to his right. He's got the now Lock. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Shotgun now for Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on 1st down, Carr, he'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
I'm going back to you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. No chance. Hey, Mike.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much...
And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
Now, you want it, 65, 65, 65.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
The kicker
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Solomon Thomas picks up his second sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And now here is another interception. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Carr's pass intercepted.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Solomon Thomas getting him.